FIDF Gala in New York City. FIDF helps Israeli soldiers after service with basic needs and education. Let's take a closer look. FIDF is supporting hundreds of thousands of soldiers in desperate need of assistance after their service. Tell us a little bit about how you got involved.
My name is Yitzhak Gershon, Major General Reserve Yitzhak Gershon. I have served in the Army, in the IDF for 32 years, mainly in the front line. I commanded brigades, divisions, and the Home Front Command. And I've been asked to lead this organization. Firstly, I refused, and then I realized the vision behind the mission, which is to connect the Jewish and non-Jewish to the state of Israel through the support of our brave men and women who defend not just the state of Israel, but every Jew worldwide. And I can tell you that this organization, Friends of the Israeli Defense Forces, has a huge impact on the state of Israel, on these kids. We sponsor and we support dozens of thousands of soldiers every year. Just 2 weeks ago, we sent 1,000 soldiers to study in the universities in Israel, a full scholarship for 4 years. And it's amazing activity. It's very important for the state of Israel, for these kids, and I think for the Jewish world.
And a lot of people don't understand the impact, and that after someone comes after the army, there's a lot of need between getting food, like literally surviving, and FIDF provides the assistance for that. What do you think is the importance for young professionals like here tonight getting involved?
No, this is exactly the vision behind the mission, to bring the Jewish people in North America to be related with the state of Israel and their Jewishness. I think that today you can see the vision that 1,400 youngsters are here, men and women, not just celebrating the campaign of the Friends of the IDF all over the year to support the IDF soldiers, but gathering together, enjoying together, interacting together, and really it shows the strengths, because the challenges that Israel is facing today needs us to be united, and these youngsters show us the example.
Can you give us a short story about something of an impact that you've done?
During my service here, actually, how I came to be involved and to take this decision to lead this organization, I was inspired by a Holocaust survivor. Actually, this organization has been established 30 years ago by Holocaust survivors here and in LA. And when they asked me to take this position, I said no. And they invited me to give a speech. I gave a speech in Westchester dinner, and somebody asked to see me. He was taller than me, white hair, blue eyes. I was last time with uniform as a major general, and he all of a sudden hugged me, and he said, "You don't know what is it for me to hug an Israeli general." I was a kid in the middle of the street in Poland, look at the sky, ask where our help will come from. Thanks God we have today the IDF and the state of Israel. And this is exactly what we are doing here. We are building bridges between Jews, and these days, more importantly, even non-Jews, and the state of Israel through the support of the well-being of the Israeli soldiers.
when you look around the room tonight, you can see the energy and the excitement. And, you know, the younger generation is getting involved in helping hundreds of thousands of Israeli soldiers. Tell us how you got involved.
Well, I got involved because my father was actually a lone soldier. He left Iran, came to Israel, and joined the army. He was a paratrooper. And I see how important it is to him and how important this organization is to him to be able to give back to those soldiers who are protecting Israel. And that just meant so much to me. And my brother's involved as well, so I knew it was the right thing to do.
And you went on a mission, and you actually saw the impact. Tell us a little bit about that.
The mission is by far one of the most amazing moments, one of the most memorable trips I've ever taken in my life. To actually see what you're doing to impact their lives, mobile dental units, recreation centers, giving them scholarships to be able to go to college, helping the underprivileged soldiers during their service as well as their family. I can't even express it in words. It's such a good feeling.
And you know, whenever you think about, you know, giving back, and especially the younger generation, like, why do you, obviously you had that connection, but why do you think it's so important now?
I just think now more than ever, Israel needs support. You know, we're under fire a lot in the media and in the news. And, you know, these soldiers, they're teenagers. And to know that they have that backing overseas and that people are supporting them, people they don't even know, I think it gives them that energy and that strive to be able to go one more day and say, you know what I'm doing is the right thing, protecting Israel and protecting the Jewish homeland and the Jewish people.
So FIDF is making true impact in the lives of Israelis around Israel, not just in Jerusalem, Tel Aviv, but literally from...
FIDF impacts the IDF, which is Israel.
Exactly.
So it's every corner of the country is impacted by FIDF.
Can you share with us a story of the impact?
There's a lot of stories. Like I met one of my closest friends in Israel received a scholarship from the FIDF to go to art school, and now he's a designer in Tel Aviv. Without our help, he wouldn't have been able to go to school. We have thousands of these stories. Stories of children who came to the United States, they lost a father, a relative. They came to art camp in the United States, and we took care of them. They came back, like, as kids. The recreation facilities, dignity. I think we make changes every day. We really are impacting Israel society. Israelis, when I speak to them, they say, "You ever heard of our organization?" They're like, "Of course. On every army base, we see FIDF." So every day we're making a difference.
And especially now when, you know, young adults are looking to connect. Young adults are looking to connect to something that's meaningful. They can see their dollars at work. And, you know, you have over 1,000 people here tonight.
1,500.
1,500. And how do you get them together? How do you explain the importance?
Well, one of the best things we do in the States is every time we have soldiers here, we invite people to come and meet them, to hear their stories, to come to a Shabbat dinner, to come to a parlor meeting, meet the Israeli soldiers, hear their stories, really understand what they're doing. And then my group, every year we have a mission to Israel to visit soldiers on bases throughout the country, to really see what their lives are like, what it's like to be a soldier. Because as an American, we don't really know. But to see how they live, it changes everything. It changed me. I went on a mission in 2006. I knew nothing about FIDF. I went with them in 2006, and now look, I'm running an event for 1,500 people. So you have to see the soldiers to understand. We say they're our product, and they really are. They speak for themselves.
And, you know, we spoke a little bit earlier about, you know, a lot of people don't understand that after someone leaves the service, there's like a need. There's a need for education. There's a need for simple life things that they need.
Well, for instance, this program provides the basics: refrigerator, groceries, beds, stove. 19,000 soldiers serve, where these are not taken for granted. These are real needs. We send something like 3,000 soldiers to university. Without us, they wouldn't be going to college. So we really are changing Israeli society.
As a former IDF soldier, you've seen a lot of things, and being a part of this organization, how do you feel, like, as a soldier, to have knowing this is available?
As a soldier, the FIDF was always there for me when I needed them most, in great times and in really tough times. And what's beautiful for me tonight is to see so many people who have come together to party, and to party in an amazing way, in a way that's going to support the soldiers. And it's reminiscent for me of the great times that I had in the Army, and it's fantastic that we can help people through some tough times in the Army by participating in such a great event. Thank you all.
As you can see, FIDF is transforming the lives of hundreds of thousands of Israeli soldiers after their service. This is Aaron Herman. Thank you for watching.